If you're a celebrity looking for a new car to be driven around in, or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company looking for a lift to your private plane, or even just a family who like a premium car in their life, then the new Mercedes-Benz V-Class could be for you. Prices start at 132,000 euros. The one we have here is 138,000 euros. This is the new facelifted one, and in this video, we're gonna be taking a look at what it's all about. So is this just a 138,000 euro Vito van with some seats in the back? No, definitely not. And we're going to tell you why. To begin with, you can get things like 18-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. Then obviously it's got the color-coded bumpers. It has the new, and this is on the facelifted version, grille that we see on some of the Mercedes-Benz cars. And it's available in over 12 different colors. There's so much going with this, and there's so many different variants. You can get it in 7 seats and 8 seats. There's a lot to learn. And there's also about 4 or 5 different specs, everything from standard to exclusive, and we've actually got Avangarde. Now, what is Avangarde? The first thing you get is this lovely multifunctional steering wheel. It's also got electric steering, and most importantly, it's trimmed in this Lugano leather, which has a beautiful smell to it. It smells very expensive. Next up, you get ambient lighting that is customizable in 64 different colors. You can see here, and you can just change it to whatever you like. And that actually works in the front, but also for rear passengers. THERMOTRONIC climate control, and what that basically means is it's a really good climate control system. It does things like when your phone rings, it will actually reduce the fan so that it's not as loud in here. You also get this lovely wood finish, a wireless charging pad down there, and 360 parking assist, which, as you can see here, I've got a reversing camera, an overhead 360 camera, and if I'm near any curbs, this is absolutely superb. Last but not least, you get lumbar support in the seats. However, even at 138,000 euros, they're not electric, which is a bit of a shame, but you do get the MBUX infotainment system, which is brilliant. And actually, I believe as part of the Avangarde package, you also get Apple CarPlay. I don't think it's fully standard, but it is just brilliant to have it there, nice and easy to use. The interior itself, it is lovely. The best part about it though is the smell. It really smells like an expensive Mercedes-Benz. I think that's that Lugano leather, which is lovely. In terms of the functionality, the seat is really comfortable. As we mentioned, it has lumbar support, which is great, and it's very adjustable. Steering wheel is really nice, and then obviously you've got all your touch sensitive buttons right here. And then, as we mentioned earlier, it's got the MBUX infotainment system, which just works really well. Your climate control is separate down here, which is quite nice, not distracting. And then you've also got this touchpad, which you'll never really use, but I suppose it is nice to have. And even just things like these armrests are fully adjustable so that you can get very comfortable whatever way you like. Last thing to note is there's a little bit of a glove box, and there's that MBUX system kicking in. But yeah, let's check out the rear. So in the rear, actually, to be honest, I expected electric doors, but we'll see past it because it is really comfortable. These are proper seats that you get in the front of a car, and they're here in the back, and actually all of them are. As we said, you can get in 7 seats, 8 seats. This is just such a comfortable place to be, and you can actually move the seats. If I pull this forwards and backwards, and then actually if you want to put a seat away, you just do so like that, and you can see in here in the back row, even in the middle, I am just driving around in pure comfort. There's also climate control back here. There's a 12-volt socket, some cup holders, and it's a lovely place to be. And I don't know if you've seen what people are able to do with V-Classes, but they can become extremely glamorous. And it kind of is like driving around in a business class seat on an airplane. What's more is there's a nice fixed point here, and then 2 more there. So if you are buying this for a family, then it is brilliant. And fair play, because having 4 kids and being able to afford one of these, very impressive. So what is the V-Class like to drive? Well, it is big, but actually, do you know what? It doesn't feel that large. It is helped from that 360 camera, but also there's actually decent visibility. There's big mirrors there which help a lot, and it kind of drives a little bit like a car. You don't necessarily feel that you're in a big van, for want of a better word, other than the size. The only thing is the seating position is very van-like, but the seats are so comfortable that you're willing to completely forgive that. It's also got all your tech that you could ever imagine, including that beep, which means I have just marginally gone over the speed limit, which is a new EU regulation, which is a nightmare, but it is in every single car. Once you get it out onto the open road, the 9-speed gearbox is brilliant. It means when you're on the motorway that the revs are nice and low. And what's more is it also has adaptive cruise control, and it's just got all that modern Mercedes technology but in this, which means whether you're driving this as a family machine or if you're driving it for your job, it is a lovely place to spend time. And what's more is you know that your guests are comfortable in the rear. And as a whole, it's actually very livable with and not oversized. And to be truthfully honest, it doesn't feel any bigger than driving a large SUV in today's world. So in terms of engines, you essentially have 2 or 3 options. There is a 300D and then there's the 250D, which we have here. It's a 2-litre diesel engine, 188 brake horsepower, but also there is actually an EQV, which is a V-Class electric, which could be worth considering if that's the way you want to go. As you can see, nice and compact and also pretty economical too. One thing I can't get my head around is why they would make the boot opening here. You're just going to get, I'm only joking with you, it actually opens down here as well, but I do love that, really nice to get in at things. But I also love the way this opens up. If you're at a football game and it's raining, because you live in Ireland and it's always raining, you can actually stand under here and be protected. And what's more is there's a massive boot back here, tons of space, and that's even with having 7 seats. So as far as this goes, it is 10 out of 10. So as a whole, what's our synopsis on the V-Class? I mean, it is lovely. It's actually quite nice to drive. You get that practicality of a large van with some seats in the back, but also with the premiumness of the Mercedes-Benz. What's more is, in an interview, Carl Hartley of Tom Hartley Cars, one of the most prestigious car dealerships in the world, said if he could only have one car for the rest of his life, it would be a V-Class, which is absolutely fascinating. And if you would like to search for Mercedes-Benz's for sale in Ireland, you can hit the link up there. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, feel free to comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.